And now, CCW News presents Holy Crap, This Is Actually Happening! An Inconvenient Edition, March 26, 2023. I'm Chuck U. Farley. After hilariously truth-tweeting that he'd be arrested on Tuesday, President Donald Trump was obviously not taken away in handcuffs, despite the even more hilarious memes from the TDS-suffering left. There is little to no chance that he will be arrested at any time in the future, as he inconveniently has yet to commit an actual crime. Also inconvenient are those that are willfully ignorant enough to believe that indict and arrest are the same thing, but then again they do suffer from a serious mental illness. Still, the ridiculous grand jury, remember the crazy-eyed giggly foreperson, not only didn't reach any conclusions, but won't do what Soros-appointed, totally not corrupt District Attorney Alvin Bragg is trying to convince them to do. Since they inconveniently won't agree to indict an innocent man on charges that would be moot due to the statute of limitations anyway, Bragg canceled all hearings until further notice, took his ball, and went home. Beachgoers are about to be inconvenienced as a 5,000-mile-wide, 6-million-ton blob of seaweed is headed for the coast of Florida. I swear I am not making this up. Once the floating island of Sargassum hits land, the decomposing heap will emit noxious hydrogen sulfide, which causes neurological, digestive, and respiratory disorders, as well as a stench that rivals Washington, D.C. Speaking of capital stench, several Senate Democrats are inconveniently absent due to illness, which means they no longer have a majority and can't get anything stupid bullied through. The oldest member to ever warm a chair, Dianne Feinstein, is currently hospitalized for shingles, and totally not for her obvious dementia. Debilitated stroke sufferer John Fetterman checked himself into the hospital for his severe depression caused by learning his wife is using him as a clout-collecting meat puppet. Mitch McConnell is out after having a fall at a dinner event. Wildlife professionals uprighted him, and then he was hospitalized for a cracked shell. In other crackpot news, the city of Philadelphia is paying $9.25 million to 343 BLM protesters for their efforts in demolishing and burning the city to the ground. The payout would have been more if they had fully succeeded, but they inconveniently only managed to do $21 million in damage. For the record, not a red cent of those reparations will go to help black-owned businesses that lost everything in the riots. Fiery but mostly peaceful demolition. There is an increasing push to inconvenience an entire generation of socialist narcissists by limiting, if not outright banning, the Chinese Communist Party's mind control spyware application TikTok. You know, the totally benign video app that the Chinese government doesn't allow its own people to use for some reason. Congress questioned the CEO in political theater hearings, during which they showed a still-live video of a user making direct threats, with a gun, to the committee chairman by name. He has also been caught in several lies about their ties to the CCP, as well as how much information they gather, store, and sell. Gender-confused, blue-haired freaks, groomers, and other Democrats rallied against the idea of banning the harmful platform, with the likes of Congressman Jamal Bowman leading the charge by stating that Republicans only dislike the society-destroying application because they, quote, ain't got no swag, end quote. If by swag he means the desire to sell our youth to communist pedophiles, then yes, Republicans are inconveniently devoid of swag. In wholly unrelated news, intelligence levels in the U.S. have fallen for the first time in decades, mainly among those aged 18 through 22. Speaking of tumbling IQs, newly released video of the cowardly cops who allowed the slaughter in an Uvalde, Texas grade school show they didn't fear the shooter, they feared his so-called battle rifle. Nearly 400 officers, many with the exact same AR-style rifle, decided to cower outside the door for over an hour and let 19 children bleed out and die because they feared they were, quote, outgunned, end quote. I truly wish this were made up. For CCW News, this has been Holy Crap, This Is Actually Happening. I'm Chuck U. Farley. Good night and may God help us.